Well, hello and welcome to this lovely Monday and to this lovely kingdom containing one of the loveliest cards in the game. We have another Swindler one, and yeah, I would not be surprised if we lose this today, as Swindler games just tend to be a bit on the swingy side, but we'll see how it goes and we'll try to maneuver our way through it. Here's the kingdom. We have almost everything that an engine needs, except for a very important part, which are the extra gains. The only way to gain extra cards here is, well, Bureaucrat, gaining silvers onto your deck, which is not super great. And I guess also trading post trashing two of your cards, or if you play it on, well, if you play it on an empty hand, you don't even gain silver, so it's not even a gainer. Really, yeah, the only proper extra gains is Bureaucrat. No plus buy. There is some stuff to do here, like Steward can get you thin quickly, so you're more susceptible to opponent swindlers, then which can curse your opponents, so you're less susceptible to opponent swindlers, or your opponent will be less susceptible to your swindlers. And trading post is also a trasher early on. If you hit the 5-2, you can open with that. And apart from that, let's see, let's have a quick further look. Well, Throne Room is a village that might work nicely with, I don't know, Secret Passage, maybe also Diplomat. Diplomat is also a nice counter or nice-ish counter for Swindler, as you will be able to reduce your hand size. And also somewhat like if you give your opponent Bureaucrats, you might be hit with the Bureaucrat attack actually in this one. So for that, uh, Diplomat is also great, as you will be able to react using it. When another player plays an attack card, you may first reveal this from a hand of 5 or more cards to draw 2, and then discard 3. And that means that you won't be hit by the Bureaucrat malice of having to top deck a victory card. And apart from that, I don't know, we're going to try to go for which. We're going to try to get thin early on, throw in a secret passage or two, throw in some throne rooms, maybe a swindler. Yeah, probably a swindler, but only once we have the terminal space for that. And then later on, patrol over which once the curses are close to being gone. Yeah, if we look at the kingdom plot, well, I've ranked both Swindler and Witch as attacks of rank 3, like 3 out of 3 strongest attacks. And thus the kingdom plot evaluates the kingdom as having an attack quality of 4. That's just how the formula works. It's pretty arcane magic there. And yeah, as you can see, gains are very low. Alt VP are rather high with Duke and also the cursing. And a bit of draw, a bit of village, a bit of thinning. And that's it. Opening wise, I think we're going for the Secret Passage Steward opening. Should be fine. I mean, Diplomat Steward is also fine, but can have some sad cases. Can also have some really nice cases in if you so get hit by Swindler. Notably, also Secret Passage can help us defend against Swindler attacks. I mean, defend in a more like not super concrete sense, but in principle, you can, if you're at the top of your deck, you can stash away an estate, which is essentially immune to Swindler attacks, as it will just be replaced by an estate. You can place it as the card that is this on a sixth position, I can't talk today, position from your current hand, if you're not going to draw any further cards after playing the Secret Passage, and then you guarantee your opponent's Swindler to hit it. Unless they first hit you with a Bureaucrat or whatever, or play more than one Swindler. But yeah, this is what we could do here. As I said, I think the 5-2 trading post looks quite good, but just prepare for insane emotional damage when your opponent hits the trading post with their Swindler and turns it into an early, really nice duchy. Well, let's start this kingdom and let's have some fun here and see what we get. I think this might just be a silver, and let's see. We do not get hit by Swindler, which is great, and we do not have the greatest hand here, but we at least do get to trash one of the estates and end our buys here. AI Swindler seems to have collided um, with its Steward, and it opted to trash there turn 3, and thus we are a bit on the safe side. I think we just add a throne room here. If AI plays its Swindler next turn, and both Secret Passage and throne room will be shuffled into the next shuffle. Actually, if AI then hits one of them, then it's a pretty sad case, especially if it hits the Secret Passage and we just have another sad 3-card hand that might actually tell us to go for a Diplomat or a Secret Passage rather than Throne Room for now. Note also that Throne Room and Diplomat is great to pair up, because you will, if you play Throne Room and then Diplomat, the first Diplomat trigger will give you the plus actions. What do we want to do here? Maybe just another Secret Passage? Yeah, it's not super clear to me. Well, in the end, it didn't matter because, well, it does matter because now we have a kind of bad hand here, and now actually it would be nicer to have a throne room in there for sure. Now we could trash here, or we could just go for a witch or a throne room. I think going for a throne room is fine now. It's not too great. Like, this decision is super not obvious to me. Maybe witch, but then we also are on the over-terminal side. So let's go for just a throne room. Now we can play Secret Passage twice and stash away. Yeah, now we've done it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Now the bottom card is an estate. And if AI's Swindler hits us, it will just hit an estate. And we, on the other hand, will pair up the Steward with a throne room then, and get to draw and trash or whatever. It should be good. And now we can add a witch for ourselves. And there it happened. Actually, that was quite nice. We can trash 2 and then get +2 coins. I mean, we could also have thought about not trashing there at all, or trashing twice. I think both. Actually, yeah, let's just trash twice. Let's get rid of this last copper, get a thinner deck to be able to deal with AI's curses in a better fashion. And yeah, playing Throne Room up on this Secret Passage is pretty nice. But maybe we want to play the first Secret Passage first. Stash away this copper. Right, yeah, we're going to draw through all of this anyways. And yeah, we will get to trash some, so the last 3 cards are coppers. We do get to curse AI, trash the last 2 estates, and add another throne room, I think. Now we should add a Swindler soon as well, just to annoy AI a bit. And now this turn we did not get get hit by Swindler, which is nice, but on the other hand we did get hit by 2 witch attacks, but we can retaliate by also playing our witch twice here. And is that correct to play it like this? No, probably it's correct to play the Secret Passage first. No, we aren't gonna draw completely through anyways. If we trash, then I think it's better to steer what card we leave on top. So just play this witch twice, Secret Passage, a maybe copper on top, trash 2 curses, and go for a Swindler or a Diplomat. We are getting quite thin, that's the note here. So maybe Swindler is correct here. See it getting swindled immediately? No. AI is just adding throne room as well. Can stash away this curse. We do pair up throne room and witch once again. Yeah, no, actually maybe the stashing away the curse on the very bottom wasn't correct. Maybe we should have put it on a second to bottom. Had I thought about this a bit more with the other secret passage incoming. But yeah, we aren't going to play the Steward anyways this turn, I think, so we can just put a Steward on top. Latest Swindler, well, alleviate AI of one of its estates, and maybe now go for a gold, as weird as it might sound. Gold is essentially unswindlable in this kingdom, it will just be replaced by another gold. And I mean, this could also be a Diplomat or another throne room. Maybe another throne room is actually better for our consistency. And AI does get to pair its Swindler with a throne room and trashes one of our throne rooms. That's super unfortunate. And this draw is also quite unfortunate, but we do have Secret Passage in there. And I would love to trash too, but maybe at this point still adding more throne room should be better, especially since next turn we hopefully will draw. Yeah, we get to throne the witch, throne the secret passage, stash away copper, and yeah, what do we actually want to achieve here? We have one more double throne room play incoming. We might just use to double swindle. And then we want to trash the curses. We want to play the secret passage. The last two cards are copper and copper, I believe. And so maybe we just put the silver here and double swindle. I kind of dislike leaving two bad cards on top if we play the Bureaucrat. So, well, let's double swindle first. Give them a Bureaucrat on their own. And yet another Bureaucrat. Yeah, that's amazing. Removing their terminal space while junking them. And do we play this Bureaucrat? I think we do, but I also think we ought to just draw through with the Steward. And yeah, we do get to... Oh no, we don't even get to draw through, yeah. I really just remove those bad cards and go for our first province. We have a more or less complete dud here. We might just use to buy another throne room or already a petrol. I like throne room and gives us a better chance of maybe finding AI Swindler. No, AI will have its Swindler in its next hand, but we at least do get to double play the secret passage. And we are lacking a bit of draw. Maybe it really should have been a petrol instead of a throne room there. Yeah, probably for sure. But we can use the Steward for draw this time around and play it at least once for draw and once for trashing. Yeah, the other cards in there are province, 2 silvers, and a throne room. Yeah, we ought to get rid of those curses, I think. And just play this secret passage. Probably not play the Bureaucrat. and leave it there. It's not the greatest to have all of this good stuff on top, but at least we do hit 8 for province. And we swindle yet another throne room of AI. Give it loads of bureaucrats because they are great, and we can we also get our throne rooms swindled, but at this rate actually the bureaucrats might pile. So yeah, what gives? Let's just maybe double play the bureaucrat, as weird as it sounds, and just buy an estate. We do get to attack AI, and it will hit some number, but yeah, this is not. I mean, it is an okay turn, I guess. And it buys a bureaucrat. Why would you lower AI? Why? Not much thought went into my decision to double play that there, but really we just need to gain 2 more of those bureaucrats, or have someone gain 2 more of those bureaucrats. So maybe we just buy one here, or is that too risky and we just want to buy a duchy here? Or a patrol, actually, for some actual draw. Let's say we go for a duchy here. And we do need to, awful. We do need to top deck 2 of our victory cards here. Now a diplomat would have come in clutch. At least we get to remove them from there and just go for probably now lowering estates is the best, as we're guaranteed to do so in just a few turns. And I really cannot give us diplomats here anymore. Trashing Steward into Steward is fine. We do get to trash an estate into an estate, which is also great. And now if we buy a state here, we're 17-3 ahead, so we have 2 more turns in which AI would need to buy 2 provinces, which is unlikely, so let's just buy a state actually, just to end the game sooner. We do get to attack AI here and buy another estate. Oh, and actually it does go for the estate itself. And it puts us out of our misery. 20 turns. That was interesting. I wouldn't say I enjoyed it too much, but we kept ahead the whole time. I think we did a better job of thinning early. We did a better job of finding AI's throne rooms with our Swindler, which is also really important. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you about this kingdom that you don't already know. I have one more thing, which is the collage by Pianist. I haven't looked at it that much, but before this, but just prepared it. Looks quite nice. You can see the castle of Petrol. You can see the witch thingy in the background, I believe. Or no, this is actually, is it the Swindler thingy or the witch thingy? I thought initially it was this part. Yeah, maybe it's that part of witch, but maybe also no. I think it's more the witch than the Swindler. Then we have Duke, which has one of the most hilarious card art descriptions in the game, as it looks like a merman with its tail displayed in front of the window. And also, yeah, one of the guys from Steward, and in the foreground we have some foliage from Trading Post. Quite the nice composition, looks a bit looming. Yeah, I don't know, I like it. And yeah, maybe there's some more stuff smuggled in that I'm not seeing. As I said, I didn't really have time to look at it before, but if you see something else in there, or if you're a pianist, let me know if I missed something. And in any case, that wraps up today's video. I hope you still enjoyed this playthrough, and I will try to catch you in the next one. And until then, goodbye.